Hello, my name is Simona Babicianu and I will present a project that was deployed in the Seattle area called the Lake Washington Urban Partnership. The goal of the project was to reduce congestion on SR 520, this is the one here in blue, that is situated between I-5 and I-405 and is a commuter route between Seattle and the smaller cities of Redmond and Bellevue on the eastern side of the lake. The better part of this corridor is a floating bridge here over Lake Washington. The project received $154 million in grant funding from the FHWA. It is called a partnership because it involves several stakeholders, Washington State DOT, King County, and Puget Sound Regional Council. The approach to reduce congestion was to apply a 4T strategy that was composed of tolling, transit, technology, and telecommuting. So now let's see what was done. This is the project, and here in orange we see the area that's stalled. In blue is the area with the technology deployment, the ATM. In purple is the area with signs for the tolling, and green is the area with transit. Electronic toll collection is completely automated with a single toll collection location for both directions situated on the eastern side of the bridge. Tolling is the most important component of the project. Tolls are based on time of day, vehicle type, and payment options. The transit bus service already in existence was expanded. New peak period bus trips were added along SR 520, some new routes were created, and new buses were purchased. 2 park and ride lots on the eastern side of the lake were modernized. An ATM system, active traffic management consisting of variable speed limits, dynamic message signs, and lane utilization control signals was installed. And these are the location of the systems. A set of 3 real-time travel time signals provide travel times on alternate routes. Telecommuting was not actively pursued as a strategy. After project completion, the system was evaluated on 4 questions. And while I talk about the questions, I will walk you through the bridge. The first question was, how much was congestion reduced? Deploying the project reduced travel times on SR 520 over Lake Washington and did not increase, here are some variable speed limits, did not increase travel times on neighboring highways. In particular, the average speed on SR 520 improved and stayed above 45 miles per hour consistently, which was a requirement from the US DOT. Travel time reliability also improved. Travel time reliability on neighboring highways, however, fluctuated, and for example, reliability on I-5 and I-405 was negatively affected in the PM peak. As expected, after tolling was introduced, demand for the 520 bridge went down, as evidenced by reduced VMT and congestion. Surveys showed that some, but not all people, changed their behavior and stopped using the bridge altogether after tolling started. The transit service travel times went down, the transit service reliability went up, and the capacity was enlarged. Specifically, peak period transit ridership on the SR 520 bridge went up, and a significant mode shift to transit on the SR 520 corridor was observed. The project proponents were hoping that a mode shift to transit would contribute to reducing congestion, but however, the only result that could be concluded from the data was that perceived congestion as reported by the users went down only after tolling was introduced. The results of the introducing of the ATM system showed little evidence that travelers changed their behavior, changed their routes among 520, 522, this land route here, and I-90, based on the influence of the ATM signal signs. Relative changes in VMT on these facilities were not observed until after the introduction of tolling. Similarly, no convincing evidence was presented from the data that would have shown that ATM would reduce congestion, crashes, incident duration, or improve traffic flow during incident conditions. Telecommuting did not have a significant impact and was not actively pursued either. It was concluded that reduction in trips were due primarily to tolling, and telecommuting contributed only to raising awareness but not to changing behavior. The second question was related, there's a bus here that you can see. The second question was related to associated impacts on safety, there's our bus, or on safety, equity, and the environment. The project did not improve safety on 520. The shift in traffic from 520 to I-90 that resulted as a result of tolling seems to have been associated with a commensurate shift in crashes. But only 1 year of data was available for the study, so longer studies needed to reach a definite conclusion. The tolls collected on SR 520 after operating and maintenance expenses are placed in a fund that will be used to replace the bridge. This represents a social benefit to current and future transit riders, future pedestrians, and future bicyclists. In terms of social equity, the impacts are as expected. Transit riders have higher quality trips, and lower income drivers abandon the bridge the most. The project had positive impacts on air quality and fuel consumption. The third question for evaluation was the success of non-technical factors in the project. An outreach and education campaign kept the public informed and explained how the tolling would work and how it would affect them. The project set a precedent for tolling other roads and bridges in the region, specifically I-90, this one, the parallel route. With time, now what was observed is that with time, people do get used to change. Surveys showed that the public was more accepting of tolling after it was effect on life on SR 520 than before, although the acceptance was not unanimous. The media kept the project in the spotlight continuously. And the fourth question was a benefit cost analysis. A benefit cost analysis was undertaken, but numerous assumptions had to be made. The final estimation was that the total benefits amounted to $200 million, the costs to $115 million, which resulted in a net benefit of $85 million and a benefit cost ratio of 1.76. Thank you.